What's up, guys? What? A video on Wednesday? I know. But the channel is slowly dying. Less comments, less views, less pretty much everything. So I only had two choices. Number one, to give up. And number two, to follow my spiritual leader teaching. Sean T, don't give up yet. If you quit now, you'd be throwing away all your hard work. Okay, Sean. So, here's to a second video per week. So 20 things to do before you're 20. I hope you'll enjoy. So this list has been created based on what I've done before I was 20 and what I regret not doing before I was 20. That doesn't mean it will apply to everyone, but who knows? It might help. Or not. Number one, and I can't stress it enough because that's one of the things that I do regret not having done before I was 20, and it's getting your driver license. But why doing it before you're 20? Basically, just like 99.9% of the points in this list. Because you have time. I know being in high school or first years of college is not easy, but you do have a lot of time compared to what you will have in further studies or just when you'll get a job. And I also know that you might say, but Ernest, I live in a city where I don't need a car. True, but will you for the rest of your life? Also, more and more jobs require you now to have a driver license. So if you don't have it, well, you're screwed. And finally, having your driver's license means that you'll be able to be the taxi for all your friends and family. This is amazing. Kinda. Yeah. Number two, learn what you want to learn. That's easy as ABD. See? You have time, so go for it. Start learning something that you really want to learn, like a foreign language, for example. I'm still searching for people to make subtitles on my videos. Or a music instrument, or an editing software. I mean, I would love to have editors and copyright-free music. No, but more seriously, do it now. You have time. Go for it. I want to learn sign language, Russian, Tagalog, Polish, but I don't have time anymore. Don't be like Ernest. Don't be stupid. Do things while you can. Number three, learn how to cook a few of your favorite dishes. You will not be home forever. Now you have your mother who's caring, loving. Unless you don't have a mother, then you're screwed. Although you might have a father. Unless he's an alcoholic, then you're screwed. But if you do have one of those, or none, although if you have none, you probably already know how to cook your own food, because if not, you would be dead. Bad Ernest. But at the same time, I am French. You know, you can't really be mad at me, right? No, but really, go for it. Go to your mother right now. Well, not right now if she's asleep, but if she's not asleep, go to your mother and be like, Mother, I want to learn how to cook my favorite dish. Teach me. And if you ask it this way, you'll probably get a double side. But if you do it nicely, she will probably teach you. And after that, when they'll be dead, and after that, when you'll move out, you'll be super happy to be able to cook your own favorite dishes. Number four, find your passion in life. That's easy as ABC this time. You just try everything. Every single thing. If someone is like, wanna go ski? Even if you don't know how, maybe it will become your next passion. So be like, yes! Scuba diving! Yes! Sewing! Yes! Drawing! Yes! Fisting and bondage! Yeah! Okay, maybe not everything, but most things. That's crucial because that's the time you are building yourself. You are building who you will be for the rest of your life, and that's freaking amazing. So that's when you need to try everything to find what you like, what you dislike, what you hate, and what you love. Go find your passions. Number 5, create a group of friends that will have really strong bondage I mean bonds. Yes, bonds. I'm sorry, but you know, I am French and all our sexiness and we love stuff like that and beheading people! So yeah, go for it, find your Woody, find your buzz!
To infinity and beyond!
Because when you'll be working, the only friend you'll find will be Siri. Number 6. Find your first job. Why so? Well, first off, because it will help you to grow. It will help you to mature. Yes, that's a verb now. It will help you to get your first pay. It will help you to become a true adult. Kinda, not really. But yes! And second and most importantly, it will help you to understand what the true meaning of life is. And it's not 42. Waking up at 5 AM, doing a 20-hour shift for a pay that will probably not be enough to buy you a cookie, and having a boss that will shout at you all day long. Yes! That's what I call being alive! Number 7, that's the time of your life where you need to stop caring about other people. I mean, people are stupid, people are bullshit, comme Sartre le disait, l'enfer c'est les autres, so be alone with yourself and you'll be better. That's not really what I meant with that? Oh, you meant don't care about what they think about you. Yes? Well, that too. I mean, people will always judge you, they will always think things about you. Well, not really, because most of us are way too concerned about ourselves and the way we look to each other that we actually don't judge other people. We judge ourselves and are scared that people will judge us when really they don't judge us because they are in the exact same position of not judging you because they are too concerned of other people judging them. Yeah. So based on that, it's kinda sure that you are afraid of something that is actually not happening. But that being said, even if people are judging you, well, mais allez vous faire enculer, bande de salauds! That escalated quickly. But really, even if they are judging you, don't be afraid of doing what you really want to do. I mean, it's your life, not theirs. And I know that it's really hard to do that, because if you're watching my video and you're actually not a weirdo who's much older and still watches my video, I mean, what are you doing? You don't have a life? No, please stay! Then that means that you're searching for advice. And you do live in a society where what you show looks, sounds more important than what you are. But really it's not. So do whatever you want to do, unless it's illegal. Or barely legal. Or not ethically moral. You can buy cookies if you want. Number 7, write a letter to yourself. I mean, future self. Writing a letter to yourself right now would be a bit weird, unless you have split personalities. In that case, Oh, stop it right now! Kids nowadays. So yeah, write a letter to yourself for in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. No, you'll probably be dead by then. Go for it, write it with all your goals, all your ideals, what you want. And then, in 10, 20 or not 30, we said it, you will read it and realize that you've achieved absolutely nothing, which is kinda sad, but that you have a freaking amazing life at that point, and that's awesome! Because even if it's not what you were expecting now, although it might be, who knows? It will still be freaking amazing. Number 8, get the best possible grades right now in high school and graduate. This will open you doors to universities. Not for now, if you don't want to go, but for later. There is nothing worse than regrets. Number 9, give back. Do something to make the planet Earth a better place. And you don't need money for that. You can just go to a charity and go read a book to children in hospital, or give food to abandoned baby animals, or, I mean, just do something that is not for you, yourself and I, but for the greater good. And bonus point, if you don't share it on social media. Number 10, and I go back to the 7 or 8 or I don't remember, but that was not the 9. Go apply to your dream college when you're done with high school. Exact same reason as not closing the doors. There is nothing worse than having regrets in your life. And the worst of all regrets is the what if. What if I went to the school of my dreams? What if I went to speak to this boy or girl that I really loved? You probably would have been rejected. What if, instead of taking carrots this morning, I took potatoes? Oh no, that's too horrible. I can't handle that. Number 11. Start thinking about what you want to look in the future. Why? Because you're freaking 18! Now you can eat 5 burgers and be like, yeah, I can handle that. I used to be like that. Now I'm looking at some carrots and I'm like, ooh, I need to be careful. I mean, Weight Watchers is becoming my new search engine. That being said, it is just about accepting yourself. If you don't care, if you're happy the way you are, that's freaking amazing! If you want to change, your body will modify around 18 and then around 20, and then it will become worse and worse and worse and worse until you become just like that. A fat, ugly potato. So if you want to achieve that, start from now. If you don't care, that's fine. Just be yourself. Number 12, now we're talking again. Go create a blanket fort and watch movies all day long. That's one of the best things that I've done in my entire life, and I love to do it again, but I don't have time. So now you do, go for it, create this massive blanket fort with like pillows everywhere, blanket everywhere, send me pictures of it because that would be freaking amazing. I mean, make it as big as possible, become a blankurito, a blanket burrito. 13. Now let's talk about one of the few taboos on the internet, money. And the only thing that I will tell you is put some money aside, but not for the future. You will have time to do that. Put it to be able to use it for something that you really want to do, like a massive trip or to buy something that you really love. I mean, do it to treat yourself. And after money, number 14, let's talk about poop. And that was the least sexiest thing that I said in this entire channel, I believe. So let's hear a little bit of French accent. So why did I say we will talk about poop? Well, basically because you need to learn how to clean toilets. It's your time now to learn how to do all the basic households. I don't have the word in English. Houseworks! Because you will not always live with your parents, so believe me, learn how to do all those basic houseworks now. Because when you'll live abroad, it will be a bit weird when you'll call your mother being like, "Hey ma, I know it's 2 AM for you, but how do you push start on the washing machine?" And that makes me go straight to the next one, which is be grateful to your parents and show them that you are. It's easy, you can just invite them to a restaurant or even just tell it to them. They are your parents. And they are doing all those things because they love you. Well, some parents don't do that. But that's why it's even more important if you are one of those lucky ones who do have parents doing things for them. Go to them and tell them that you love them and that you're grateful for everything. Next one, and that's a jump, and that's also about the toilets, but not really, is the fact that go live abroad. Studies is the best time in your life where you could go to another country to live. Of course you will travel in the future, but with your job that will only be short holidays. Here you can go and live abroad. That's freaking amazing! And I mean, that was legit the best experience in my entire life. Living abroad made me a new person. Next one, stop being afraid, get out of your comfort zone, try to beat one of your fears. Yes, that's actually free, but I'll count them as 1 if I still have the 20, 2 if I don't, 3 if we can say that if there's one bonus. But yeah, getting out of your comfort zone is something that is really hard. As I said earlier in the video, now you're building yourself. It's much easier to do something now that you can evolve rather than later when you'll be who you'll be. To make things simple, now you're still learning, you're still growing, so trying new things and first getting out of your comfort zone is part of a process. Later, you'll be a grown-up, you'll have a family, you'll have a job, you'll have a house, and so based on all that, you will not have the desire to challenge yourself, because you'll be okay, like, full of complacency, being like, yeah, I have my life. I'm like, no, this is BS! So now you're going outside and you're doing whatever you want. You're getting out of your comfort zone and you are going to kick some asses. And later you'll thank me because you'll have a freaking amazing life. Yes! Yes. Penultimate one. Think about what makes you happy in life. I'm not talking about passions like at the beginning. I'm really talking about the true purpose. You don't have to find it now. I mean, it's a long path and it will probably take your life. But you can find some things that make you happy. And that might not be so far from being achievable. And last but not least, accept yourself. And when I'm saying accept yourself, I'm not talking about loving yourself or being proud of what you're doing. I mean, those are different things. I'm talking about being aware of who you are, being aware of your physical features, being aware of your sexual orientation, being aware of your psychological state, being aware of your personality, and accepting all that. This is who you are. This is what makes you unique. And I know it might be really hard. I mean, for example, if we look at sexual orientation, you don't choose it. And accepting it might be really hard depending on the small society you're living in. But I told you, don't let the judgments of others bias you. You are who you are. You need to accept that because you are you. And there will be ups and downs, but that's normal, it's part of life. And I will finish by quoting my favorite guru, Shaun T, once again. Failure is not an option. It is a required step. So yes, it's hard. Yes, you will struggle. Yes, you will fail in embracing who you are, in accepting yourself. But you need to do it right now for a better life in the future. And now, it's almost 2 AM. I still have to edit this video because, you know, Ernest is lazy and always postponing everything, and I accept that. So, yeah, I have to do that, and putain! And this is the end of 20 things to do before you're 20. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to put a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Go follow me on all my social medias because there I will not give you any pieces of advice like those ones. You can also support me on Patreon because I have a freaking amazing cat. And she needs food. And yes, after using them for views, I'm using her for money. No shame. I mean, I'm French. And no matter what happens, I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing, wonderful day. Don't forget to smile and bye-bye.